Now is the time to let our light shine so the world can see Christ in us.
Glorify thy name.
Hello, my name is Mike Gray, and welcome to another 5-minute message. And yes, that's right, it's time to let our light shine. When the world is in trouble, when there is worry and care of all around us, it's time for us to step up and show our love for others and glorify our Father. I want to give you some verses to consider today. First of all, if you look at Matthew chapter 23, verses 37 through 39, they were asking him what was the greatest commandment. And Jesus said, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the great and the first commandment. And the second is like it." In other words, it's just like the first. It's great. "You shall love your neighbor as yourself." This is extremely important for us to do, is to express our love for others right now more than ever. In Acts chapter 20, verse 35, there Paul writes, "In all things I have shown you that by working hard in this way, we must help the weak and remember the words of our Lord Jesus, how he himself said, 'It is more blessed to give than to receive.'" What he's saying is, it's time for us to give. It's time for us to step forward and express our love for others through our actions. In Hebrews chapter 13, verses 1 through 3, "Let brotherly love continue. Do not neglect showing hospitality to strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. Remember those who are in prison, as those in prison with them, and those who are mistreated, so that you are also in the body." See, it's up to us to show our love by helping other people. That's what we do as Christians. We show Christ in our lives. And finally, in the book of James, chapter 2, verses 14 through 17. "What good is it, my brothers, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can that faith save him? If a brother or sister is poorly clothed and lacking in daily food, and one of them says to them, 'Go in peace, be warmed and filled,' without giving them the things needed for the body, what good is that? So also, faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead." In other words, the time for talking is over. The time for worrying is over. The time for fear is over. It is time to take action. To step out of our comfort zones, get out there and help the people who need help. That means find out people in your neighborhood who maybe are elderly and can't get to the store or don't want to go out to the store because they're concerned about catching the virus. And go to the store and pick up stuff for them. Pick up what they need, drop it off on their doorstep. And then call them and say, "Hey, what you wanted is on the doorstep." Or just a phone call or a visit. If you're in the area where you can be out and about and you just need to keep the 6 feet or so, stop by. Talk to them. You can stand out on the sidewalk and talk to them, wave at them, chat with them. Let them feel that they're not alone. That's the worst feeling, is to feel like you're all alone in all of this. If you're in our situation here, we just got word yesterday that we are now in a stay-at-home situation here in Arizona. So we're not allowed to go out and wander around and meet people and do things like that. There's still things we can do. We can still help others. If we know someone who needs something, we can run over and drop something on their doorstep real quick, like toilet paper. Wow, everybody's going crazy over toilet paper. Or just a phone call, just to talk with them, say, "Hey, how you doing? Just wanted to chat with you today." And just be friendly and have a friendly conversation rather than stressing about this all the time. Number one thing, turn off the news. It's scaring everybody. But we're doing something here now that is really interesting. My fellow compatriot here, Jason, who preaches with me here at Glendale, found a website called Zoom where you can do online conferencing, and we are holding Bible classes online. We held the first trial last Wednesday when we found out it was kind of hard for everybody to get on and learn how to do things. So we used that time to help prepare them, and we did some more training Sunday morning with them to let them know how to get on. Sunday night, we actually had a very good class with about 10 people on there, which is fantastic for something like that. Learn to use those type of platforms. Have Bible classes. Keep people connected to God. And you can then invite others who maybe aren't Christians to learn more about Christianity through this platform while they're stuck at home. There is so much that we can do as Christians right now to help the needy, to help the worried, to help those in fear. And in doing so, we will glorify our Father who is in heaven. Thank you for listening.